So they look good and they taste good. We've tasted them, and so it's a good healthy snack. Hey folks, welcome back to our little homestead in Autumn Woods. As you can see, we're back in the kitchen today and we're going to make one of our favorite snacks. On a previous episode we made some deer jerky, but today we're going to try and make something a little bit different. We're going to make some snack sticks with cheese. So what we had to do was start out with 5 pounds of our ground venison that come from one of the deer that I got this year, I guess. And we're gonna mix that up good. It's like I said, 5 pounds of that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and we're gonna use some of our seasoning. That's a commercial seasoning that we ordered. And we're going to work this in to this meat. We'll start off like this. We got some water, about a half a cup of water, and as I understand, the water is going to help our seasoning bind to our meat. Get it good and seasoned here. That's what gives us the flavor. Now we don't use nitrates in ours, so when we get done with it, we're gonna have to keep it in the refrigerator. But that's all right. Seasoning comes with nitrates, but we don't use it. Put a little bit of the rest of this and get it all out of there, just like that. A little bit more water, mixed up good. All right, we got that seasoning mixed up pretty good in there now. So what we're going to do next, we're going to add our cheese. Now, we got 5 pounds of ground venison here, so we got a half a pound of cheese to put in here. So let's get this cheese. Some people might say, what kind of cheese? You know, you might ask. Well, we're using the red rind cheddar cheese. And I like red rind cheese. It's red rind because it has a wax rind on the outside. But anyway, I've always liked this cheese. When I was a young fella, we used to deer hunt on the weekends, and we had a old country store that was a few miles from here, and we'd always go by there, and if we was having the hunt on the weekend on a Saturday and you wanted a snack, we'd stop there at that old store and we'd get some of this red rind cheese and a pack of crackers, and you didn't need anything else. So I'm gonna mix this up real good. All this cheese in here. I don't like to waste none. Got one little ingredient that I'm gonna put in here because I like a little bit of. I like it, so don't tell nobody. We're gonna put a little put this seasoning in here. Oh, it's coming along good now. It's real sticky. That's what we want. We want it to be sticky. It's gonna be nummy nummy. I tell you, this is gonna be some good stuff. Mix a little bit more of this. Alright, don't be afraid to put a little bit of that because it's 5 pounds of meat, so it's gonna be good. Alright, we got this concoction mixed up here real good. It's nice and sticky like we like it to be, like dough. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in the refrigerator and we're going to let it kind of marinate in those seasonings overnight. Then tomorrow we're going to fire up the old smoker and we're going to pack this into the jerky gun, and we're going to make some tubes and we're going to put it on the rack. We're going to smoke it. Have us some good old deer jerky snack sticks with cheese. So stay tuned with us. Alright folks, well, we mixed up our deer meat with our cheese and jerky mix and special seasoning, and we let it sit overnight in the refrigerator and soak in all that good stuff. And what we're going to do now is we're going to stuff it in our jerky gun, and we're going to lay the sticks out on our smoker grate. So it's going to take a little bit to do this. So what we'll do here is go ahead and start stuffing our. Now I like to make a little, I call it a little squishy like that. Just put it in the tube like this. Kind of mash it down in there. Now this was 5 pounds of venison, so it should make quite a bit of snack sticks. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Now, other people use a casing. I don't have any casings, and the casing would go on the end of the tube, and as the venison comes out and makes the stick, it would go into the casing, and then we'd wrap it in little sausage links or whatever like that. We're going to try it without the casing. We'll see, you know, how it holds together. But I'd rather do it without the casing. But if we have to have the casing, then we can buy some for next time. But I think we've made snack sticks in our dehydrator, and they've always turned out well. And we never had a problem falling apart or anything. So I'm hoping that we won't have a problem in the smoke. Oh, this is going to wear my hand out. What I'll do is put these out on here, and then I'll put them closer together. I guess the main thing for right now is to get them laid out. Alright folks, well, we ended up rolling them by hand because my little jerky gun gave the old workout to the wrist pretty good, and it was kind of a long process. So we ended up rolling them out by hand, and we've got our 4 racks rolled out and ready to go. This was 5 pounds of venison, so you see about what we got from 5 pounds, which is a pretty good amount, I think. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go out to our smoker, and we're going to smoke this snack sticks to an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Once they get 165 degrees, they're going to be done. I'm going to set the smoker for 3 hours at 225 degrees. So when they get to 165 internal temperature with our thermometer here, they'll be ready to take off. And I can only imagine, they're gonna be good. I might want to eat them. They might not even make it back into the refrigerator. But so let's go on out here and get set up. I've had the smoker preheating, so it's ready to go. And let's get them on there. Put them in. We've got our smoker here. It's our master built smoker. Now I did not put any water in this. It's a dry pan because I want to get a dry heat on our jerky. Alright. Some of them slides in easier than others. Fell apart. So when we got them in here now, we got it all loaded up. Alright, well, we're gonna put this in just like that, and I guess that'll close, maybe, I hope. Mine doesn't have a, you can get these smokers that have a temperature thermometer built in, but we don't have that. So like I said, we got our racks loaded and everything's ready, so we're going to set our heat to 225. Alright, and then we're going to put it on there for 225, and then we're going to put it on there for, we're going to set it for 3 hours. It probably won't take that long. Alright, now I'm going to leave the vent not all the way shut, but just about shut, because I want a lot of smoke flavor. If you open the vent, it lets more smoke out, so I want it to stay in there. So what we'll do is, I've got some apple chips here, my little can, and we're going to load up this, we're going to go ahead and load up our wood, put some wood chips in our tray. And this goes right into, and this is hot, so if you do this, if you have a master built, don't burn yourself. But I'm just going to put a few for now, and if we need to, we can add more. And that's a good start. And we slide it in, and it goes in just like that. And we'll give it some time, and we'll see what it does. So stay tuned in with us, and we'll see how it turns out.
Okay, let's continue.
So let's see what it looks like.
Nice, delicious.
It looks really good. I think it needs to stay on there a little bit longer, because I want it to be nice and brown. So we're gonna give it a little more time. All right, it's been 2 hours, and I think that it's done. So what we'll do is let it cool, and then we'll take them inside, and I think it'll be real good. Okay, here we are back, and my wife wants me to wipe the glass. So this fella we watched just got one of these master built smokers, said wipe the glass while the smoker's still hot and the stuff comes off better. So that's what we did. And now we'll take this out. Oh, we better not do that. That one. At the bottom rack. So these snack sticks, they taste, well, the dog gets that one. My fingers are clean. Alright folks, as you can see, we have the finished product here. We've got our snack sticks. What we'll let them cool and break them in half, and put them in the refrigerator, and then they'll be ready to munch on. So it took us about 2 hours and 10 minutes to get them to what I consider is done. So they look good and they taste good. We've tasted them, and so it's a good healthy snack. So thanks for watching this episode, and stay tuned in for more, and God bless.
So with all our deer jerky that we made today, the strips and the cheese sticks, we decided to vacuum seal some of it and put it in the freezer so we could just pull it out whenever we go somewhere, or if Chad goes fishing. So he'll have his little snacks, and we'll both have our little snacks when we go on our little trips. So, yum yum.
Wear my hand out. We're gonna have us some venison snack sticks with cheese. So, venison snack chips. We're gonna have us some venison snack. What's it called? Snack chips.
We're gonna have venison snack.
We're gonna have some venison snack. What's it called?
I don't remember. Snack sticks. Like smile.
So we're gonna have some venison snack sticks with cheese. Do it like a clown. Chief's eating cat food.
Meow. Meow meow.
Yummy, yummy. Cat food.